Hey there, mateys. This is Discover Scouts and Pirates of the Caribbean film series here. Today is Saturday, May 25th, 2018 today. So I'm just gonna explain something about the question about WWE Never live events from 2 days ago for Thursday and Friday, and some news Memorial Day. We don't have to do some Memorial Day Monday night Battle Royal today. So we're doing it. So make up for set to do Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom Part 2 to be continued on 3 years last. So the incidents on the air nuclear from Mount Sibo and into the interesting today. In this one, to the city, the incidents was involved for the dinosaurs for now, and so one such things about the island is dying is what the commercial says with the trailers, TV spots and clips and full movies. That would be about 2 hours ago, 2 hour movies, and that would be in about 100%. That would be good. There's some kind about who works it about making set on the bloopers in the Jurassic World. They're sending to the clips and deleted scenes and extended scores on his 10 minutes ago, 10 minutes later, and most of those things have 3 years ago, after the Indominus died, after the death of the Indominus Rex, was dragged down by Mosasaurus, the sea monsters, and the Blue Lagoon of a Jurassic World, and Blue was flee away from park visitors and to safe in the jungle. When Rexy was alive from in Air Nublar, and Claire Owen was dating each other in the bar today, and openly recognized and still has the reaction about 2013. He was born about January 5th, 2013. That could be about 6 years. No, that would be about 5 years. But the baby velociraptors named Charlie, Delta, Echo, Blue, and they're seeing the four of the race of the one blue raptor, and she was a good stronger than the girl thing however we met, and Grady was former U.S. Navy, and he joins to the 2-year attraction of Jurassic World. It would try out if it is supposed to, and it's about the specialized former park attraction of the Raptor Paddock. The Raptor Squad was disbanded from last 3 years. They were killed by the injured soldiers with a bazooka, and bitten by Indominus Rex for 2 times, and the one is left, and one is alive. Then, if it seems that going back to involve what happens to in the blood was dying there, they know 20,000 people. They leave about last 3 summers ago. They're like most in the make of those about Vic Hoskins says 20,000 people. Now he's certainly killed by Delta. He was certainly we fly back to the big small island. That could be the rescue mission. That would seem so like 51 feet tall, the Brachiosaurus visiting to the park visitors, and somehow he is still taller than about 51 feet tall. The mostly half sauropods befriended the Apatosaurus. Most of them are the real eliminate, and most of them have a very 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 cutest days on a long neck. Even dinosaurs, if it's sorted about the closer to the death of the city. That was the creeping around there. This is the one Compsognathus was creepy alone. there mostly was integrity. It was just that Owen thinking and about to find Blue. That process was find a way to tranquilize Blue, and the only was he realized a way to get the befriended done, and he certainly sedated her 2 times, and he's now killing it. She's not killing it, and she's still asleep. Um, they were saying they were saying Clara wanted the young guy, and young guy was who was it with her was recognized to find a way to find not the T-Rex. He says it's a T-Rex, it's a T-Rex, and she says she's not the T-Rex, she's not the T-Rex, and it could be not the T-Rex. They're saying it's the bionics, like a Spinosaurus, sucking mimus, and she climbs over the ladder, with the claw, like a three arms of claws. He almost get it out of there with very deep in there inside the fields of there. And there's a magma underground there, and there's a lot of lava, and there's a lot of lava raining. There's a lava dipping to the ground, you know. It's just from Mount Sipo in the magma. They're going. It massively explode. It could be about 3,000 meters. It could be a whole lot of things. It is not a lot, about 5,000 miles per hour. There could be about 50 miles per hour. And he was exposed about 100 meters. There could be died out with the dinosaurs. When Owen was running from the herbivores, all these dinosaurs have escaped the islands, and Clara's after that she drives away to the river. They're saying Clara Cuthers and Owen was running towards the broken gyros, towards the oldest gyrosphere, and there's a one smaller carnivore, and there's a walking through the one Cretaceous period named Carnotaurus. With Carnotaurus was confrontation to fight the Sinoceratops. It was much like it about hybrids of Styracosaurus and Pachyrhinosaurs. In the Sino fights Carnor, it would be fight as he ran away for Sinoceratops. The one thing the Carnotaur gets bitten by T-Rex. Rexy was here, and she roars hearing it, explosive, and the ash of rock, darkness into destruction of Ionoplars on the island. They have no idea. Ankylosaurus, Triceratops, Gallimimus, Apatosaurus, Stegosaurus, and Brachiosaurus, with Apatosaurus, which is larger than mostly creatively, without the carnivores on the Cyclomimus. Along with the Allosaurus as a pack of those of the Jurassic period. One such thing is a lava. One such thing have a ground every time, and when Owen was running from the ash, he almost get it to cover it, not to die, not to burn for him, you know. It's just suppressed, you know. It's only way that half the dinosaurs left. Thanks to one of them, every herbivores just jump through the water from the cliff, and if mostly exceptions to the Gallimimus left, Owen was helping Claire and the guys is, and I don't know where it is, and he opens the gyrosphere. He opens the hole of the gyrosphere. It gets out of the water, and she swims back to the beach. She hasn't. They have no problems. They have a code about T-Rex was captured by engine hunters. What kind about he sedated. But Yana was captured too, and he puts down the bigger engine boats, and if you're like unsurprised to see back to the Costa Rica. And this is a big mistake, you know. It's unsuppressing things, you know. If it's probably think about the newest, a lot of injured people watching the over the bow. In the medium carnivore, it's a hybrid from the Rhocops, Cockrodontosaurus, Eudoraptors, Theranosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Gigantoraptor, and included one of the dinosaurs. Sorry guys, so few secs. Sorry matey, so I just paused about 2 seconds ago. Continue on. So very most of the medium carnivore is one of like a velociraptor named Indoraptor. And then made from the dinosaurs they heard about for the second dinosaurs. It's the second hybrid for the last 3 years ago, when the first time he saw the mention of Indominus Rex. Then, now as the Indoraptor, he has certainly escaped. He was a bites over like Spinosaurus. They're like heard about you know, start suppressing and vicious and dangerous and run faster and hunting each other and slowing motion down and like so fast as they can. If it different the dinosaurs was sniffing with the little girl while she's sleeping, she felt scary from Indoraptor. She was probably be like be most dinosaurs in around the world. And Owen and Claire was what opens the trunk on the trunk trailers. There's Rexy. He was sedated by injured soldiers temporarily, and he walks slows up there. The tours are closer than the T-Rex, but he gets the wake. She opens her eyes, most of the black yellow, and she's awake. And she roars, she's moaning, she almost in Grady, and she can't get up there. She's been sedated about 2 times. She was literally being awake and can't control while she's driving away for Republic engine buildings. They're around there, the casuals. That process, the Blue was alive. She's reunited from Grady, and she's taking it easy there. She still has sleep. She's awake, and they'll probably be enemy those guys. They're like bringing Blue the one raptor to challenge Indoraptor, and including the befriended the Tyrannosaurus. Blue and Rexy was befriending hero, and concluding Allosaurus, Triceratops, and Stegosaurus. Gallimimus was escaped from the engine castle. The engine castle, they're saying an injured castle. They they let the dinosaur out for the they let dinosaur out of the injured city territory. Where the eye raptor was climbed over to the wall of the castle into the roof, as she opens back window doors, as she finds Scary Girl was really freaking out. Is she legitimate not to move, as she was sniff with the girls like that? She would cause in trouble with the problem there. I would found her for the medium carnivore. She was kind of about all this guys just killed by raptors, killed by medium raptors. They're hunting each other. They're just temporarily shocking, jump on top of the standing the creepy top of their triceratops skeleton. They run away. That girl runs away from the eye raptor, and she was escaped from the castle, and she thinks about really Gus run away, and Blue was challenged in the bleeding medium raptor, and she legitimate fight. She was also consciousness, and she gets involved. She was still alive. She can't be dead, and Rexy was saved those guys from eye raptors, and eye raptor was killed by T-Rex. She was legitimate back to the Illinois Blar, where she gets out of here, and she felt surprised to see to deeper there in the water, the Blue Lagoon. There's an I-Rex skeleton. They've been killed by the last 3 years ago. When the Mosasaurus was awakes from submarines, and she gets out of the water, and except the Rexy was one of the chasing for bad guys, and the sea monster was spin into the wood net ladders, where the chopper was crashing down the water. She was exposed about 17%. That would be terrible. Things happen. That's to be heard about. That's to she heard about JB2 falling FK. That sometimes JWFK that could be ended for to Rexy just roars of the male lion from Africa. Where she breaks the lion's paddock from the zoo, and the roar of the lion in T-Rex, like surprise with roar. And iRaptor was dead, and Blue was still alive. That would be the third one. To be 3 more years. Okay, the end. So so don't forget to get your phones out to look at it on the videos there on social media, on internet and social medias today, and just don't forget to watch on McJuggernuggets, Big Brother, Georgie Stallbarger, K Behind the Camera, Bridget West, the Angry Grandpa shows, and Angry Grandma, if she's as many as it can, and Julia Riley, The Boo Show, Derradiso, Nest Boo, Space Jam Gardens, Cuba Guy, Latino Corner Joes, and Evander, Team Creed, Bro Squad, Cody is his brother, Reagan Dad, and Tony Tornado with his sister Mantha, and the former girlfriend, Nerdist Beach, Millie Mulder, and just as many as you can if you watch it on this channel. And you're the best. You're the best at videos. You're the best at watching those that are funny and funny moments forever. So don't forget to hit the button to subscribe to more contests, to follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or find cameras, Cock Story Talk, Tumblr, Emerald, like it, comments in the links in the description today, the Hangouts today. I didn't go to the Hangouts yet too. If you watched it on where was the entertainment during the Memorial Day on Monday Night Raw? So just however you can. So love you guys, ball kiss. Feel free to death. So feel free to go to the world today. Don't forget. So keep it rich, mateys. See ya.